These are the 15 ancient grains nutritionists keep recommending over wheat and white rice. From overlooked African crops with 5,000 years of heritage to familiar staples backed by FDA-approved health claims, each grain earned its ranking through nutrient density, clinical evidence, and real-world versatility. Some of these entries will challenge what you thought you knew about healthy carbs. Let's start the countdown at number 5. Number 5. Fonio is a tiny, resilient grain with over 5,000 years of cultivation history in West Africa, particularly in Guinea, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Senegal. Often classified by the Food and Agriculture Organization as an orphan crop, this plant thrives in arid, marginal soils where other cereals fail, maturing in just 70 to 90 days. While some popular media outlets claim it contains 18 grams of fiber, official composition analyses report a much more modest 3.8 grams of fiber per 100 grams, and peer-reviewed human trials have not yet established a verified numeric glycemic index. Despite this lighter clinical evidence base, nutritionists in 2026 recommend Fonio for its notable protein composition. It contains relatively abundant sulfur-containing amino acids, specifically cysteine and methionine, which are important for metabolic health and often lacking in major cereals. It is naturally gluten-free and cooks in under 5 minutes, steaming into a light, fluffy texture similar to couscous. Toasting the dry grain in a pan for 2 minutes before adding water enhances its earthy, nutty flavor. Historically, processing Fonio was incredibly difficult because of its minute size. Traditional hand pounding resulted in grain losses of up to 30%. Today, mechanical dehulling units introduced by partners like Terra Ingredients and the Kaubia Women's Group are resolving these processing bottlenecks. By working with social enterprises like Yolele Foods, founded by chef Pierre Thiam, these cooperatives provide fair market wages to hundreds of female smallholder farmers, turning an ancient survival crop into an ethical engine for regional economic stability. In the 4th place, einkorn stands as one of the oldest cultivated wheats on Earth, domesticated more than 10,000 years ago in the Fertile Crescent. Unlike modern hybridized wheat, this ancient grain retains its original genetic structure, which has made it a major point of interest for heritage agriculture and nutritional science. Nutritionists in 2026 recommend einkorn because laboratory analyses reveal it contains 2 to 4 times more beta-carotene and lutein than modern wheat varieties. Specifically, quantitative studies show an average lutein content of 8.41 micrograms per gram of dry matter, peaking at 13.4 micrograms. These carotenoids are essential pigments linked to eye health and general antioxidant support in the body. However, an important safety distinction must be made regarding its protein structure. Immunoanalytic investigations have shown that einkorn possesses fewer immunogenic gliadin peptides than common bread wheat. While some popular lifestyle outlets have misinterpreted this to suggest the grain is safe for everyone, clinical research confirms it still triggers celiac-related immune responses. The explicit warning remains mandatory. Einkorn contains gluten and is not safe for individuals with celiac disease. To prepare einkorn, the tightly bound husk must first be removed. Cooking the whole grain requires a 30-minute soak in warm water to help soften the exterior and improve nutrient availability. After soaking, boil 1 cup of the grain in 3 cups of water, reduce the heat, and simmer for about 30 minutes before draining. It delivers a rich, nutty flavor that works exceptionally well in cold salads and warm pilafs. Number 3 on our list, teff is a tiny seed that has served as the culinary foundation of the Horn of Africa for thousands of years. This ancient staple is best known as the primary ingredient in injera, the spongy, fermented flatbread central to Ethiopian dining. Naturally gluten-free, teff packs a strong nutritional profile, delivering roughly 11% protein along with all 9 essential amino acids. It stands out among cereal crops for its relatively high levels of lysine, an amino acid frequently lacking in other grains. Apart from basic macronutrients, modern research supports its value for metabolic health. A 2022 narrative review and clinical testing found that teff-based foods have a low glycemic index, averaging around 36. For comparison, traditional teff injera registers a glycemic index of 36, while corn-based injera spikes to 97. Teff also shows real-world benefits for iron status. A case control study led by researcher S.H. Mohammed analyzed pregnant women in Ethiopia, finding that frequent teff consumption was associated with lower odds of developing anemia. The study noted the practical challenges of storing such minute grains and accurately measuring intake within local food taboo contexts, yet the health benefits remained clear. For home cooks, teff offers great versatility. Preparing it is simple. Rinse 1 cup of teff, bring 1.5 cups of water to a boil, add the grain, and simmer on low for 8 to 10 minutes. Once the liquid is absorbed, let it rest for 10 minutes to create a nutty porridge, a textured pilaf, or grind it into flour for baking. In second place, buckwheat is not a true cereal grain, but a resilient pseudo-cereal related to rhubarb and sorrel. Historically valued across Eurasia, it remains a culinary staple, as the foundation for Japanese soba noodles and Eastern European kasha. Nutritionists in 2026 recommend buckwheat because of 2 highly studied bioactive compounds: the antioxidant flavonoid rutin, which supports vascular health, and D-chiroinositol, a rare carbohydrate that acts as an insulin sensitizer to aid blood sugar regulation. The primary driver behind its high ranking is the exceptional strength of its clinical evidence. A comprehensive meta-analysis of 16 human intervention trials, involving over 800 participants, documented that regular buckwheat consumption significantly lowers fasting blood glucose, total cholesterol, and triglycerides. Specifically, individual trials within the analysis reported an 8.5% reduction in low-density lipoprotein cholesterol after 6 weeks. Having this level of randomized, controlled human data gives buckwheat a distinct advantage over other grains that rely mostly on animal models or observational studies. For an easy kitchen swap, pure buckwheat soba noodles provide an excellent alternative to conventional wheat pasta, delivering a rich, earthy flavor without causing sharp blood sugar spikes. To prepare the whole groats, rinse 1 cup of dry grain, simmer in 2 cups of boiling water for 15 minutes, and drain. While buckwheat is naturally gluten-free, individuals with celiac disease should always verify that products are certified gluten-free to avoid cross-contact during commercial milling. And finally, in first place, barley is one of the earliest domesticated crops in human history, cultivated across the Fertile Crescent for over 10,000 years. While modern diets often relegate it to a simple soup ingredient, nutritionists in 2026 champion this ancient staple as a premier dietary tool for cardiovascular protection. Its defining feature is an exceptionally high concentration of beta-glucan, a viscous, soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in the digestive tract. This gel physically binds bile acids, forcing the liver to pull cholesterol from the bloodstream to produce more, thereby naturally lowering circulating lipids. Barley stands out as the most regulatory-backed grain on our list, carrying official, evidence-based health claims approved by both the FDA and Health Canada for its cholesterol-lowering capabilities. the clinical data supporting this is remarkably concrete. In a rigorous 5-week randomized controlled trial, participants consuming 5 grams of high molecular weight barley beta-glucan daily experienced a striking 24% reduction in low-density lipoprotein, or LDL cholesterol, compared to a matched control group. This massive reduction offers a practical food-based alternative to refined staples like white rice. To prepare whole grain barley, rinse 1 cup of the grain, bring 3 cups of water to a boil, add the barley, and simmer for 45 minutes. This slow cooking allows the starch and fiber matrix to soften, improving digestibility and nutrient release. Because it is a wheat relative, barley contains gluten and is not safe for individuals with celiac disease. Subscribe to Roots and Natural Healing for more videos on forgotten medicinal plants and ancestral superfoods. Together, these 15 crops prove that ancestral diet design remains unmatched. Science is finally validating the deep metabolic benefits our ancestors cultivated for millennia, transforming how we eat today. Subscribe to the YouTube channel Roots and Natural Healing for more videos on forgotten medicinal plants and ancestral superfoods.